How would you like to have a growth spurt? Not in your height, but I'm talking about personal, professional, and even spiritual growth. But let's start with a hard truth. Growth cannot exist without correction. It's uncomfortable, but it is so essential. That is the one thing that many people run away from, correction. But why is that? Most of us avoid correction because it feels like failure. We associate it with being wrong or worse, not being good enough. In a world that thrives on likes, shares, and positive affirmations, correction can feel like rejection. But the truth is, correction is one of the most powerful tools for growth. Think about it. Those of us who are raised where our parents did not spare the rod, we understand the phrase, "This is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you." The goal of not sparing the rod, that spanking, wasn't designed to hurt us. It was to show us that we need to turn away from that behavior. Correction is designed to show us that we are just going down the wrong path. And if we don't change course, learn new behaviors, or follow a certain protocol, we won't flourish or elevate personally or professionally. But we had a choice. Which path did you choose? Did you grow up rejecting correction and sabotaging what God had for you? Or did you grow embracing corrections and seeing it as a source of love? Here's what happens when you only want recognition and positive feedback. You become stagnant. Without constructive feedback, you stop evolving. You may feel good in the moment, but you're not getting any better. You develop blind spots. When people are afraid to correct you, you miss so many opportunities to refine and improve. You build a fragile ego. When recognition is your only fuel, even small critiques can feel crushing. So what's the solution? How do we embrace correction without losing confidence? It starts with building a culture, whether in your workplace, your family, or community, that balances both positive and constructive feedback. There are many models of giving and providing feedback. I will highlight one of the models, which is known as the sandwich feedback model. The idea of the sandwich feedback model is that you soften the blow of the negative feedback by packaging it in between two pieces of positive feedback. While there are several feedback models, which are tools to help you provide concise, clear, and specific feedback to others, the most important takeaway is to learn how to model the behavior you're expecting to see. I'm going to say it again. Model the behavior. If you expect others to accept correction, show that you can take it too. This builds trust. Remember, correction isn't criticism. It's care. It's someone investing in your potential because they see what you're capable of becoming. Let me say that again. Correction isn't criticism. It's care. It's someone investing in your potential because they see what you can't see in that moment, what you're capable of becoming. Growth doesn't happen by staying in your comfort zone. It happens when you stretch and adapt and refine things. Let me give you an example. As many of you know, I provide a service called Purpose Sculpting. There were 3 women I was coaching for one of my clients because they had so much potential. But there was one thing that was holding them back. Not their skills, not their credentials, but the simple fact that they were known as the mean girls went against their company's values. So during their individual sessions, after I learned what their purpose and values were, I mentioned how being known as a mean girl can hold them back from achieving their professional goal. Do you know what the sad part is? They all said no one told them directly how this perception could hold them back. Is there anything holding you back from increasing your capacity to grow in the fullness of your purpose? Are you open to correction? Are you ready to grow? As you plan your goals for the new year, let's all agree to retire our running shoes and stop running from correction. Instead, let's start embracing it. Growth is waiting on the other side. For more training on the feedback models or other professional and leadership development courses, feel free to join our community, Favorite Together.